Although many of you might be familiar with Creative Cloud, I'm here to clear up some of the common misconceptions. Myth number one being, I will be running my apps in a web browser. Now, that might be the case for other cloud offerings. It's not the case when it comes to Creative Cloud. Sure, I can go in the browser and download anything I want, but what happens is it will install the Creative Cloud desktop app, just like I'm doing here. In fact, it will start installing the app that you have selected. Okay, so you can access all of them right here in the desktop app. And what happens is it will install it directly on your computer, and you can use it just like you always have. So you can see Photoshop CS6, Photoshop CC, all on my hard drive. I can work with it just like I always have. Myth number two, I have to be constantly connected to the internet to use Adobe applications from the cloud. Again, I install them directly on my computer. I can use them whenever I want. They run offline, and all the computer has to do is connect to the internet every 99 days for annual memberships and every 30 days for month-to-month memberships, just to make sure you're still current, and that's it. Once that check has happened, you can disconnect and run all of your Creative Cloud apps offline. Myth number three, I cannot share files with friends unless they're Creative Cloud members. Well, you can share your files with anyone you want, okay? All they need is an email address. So if I do want to share a PSD, maybe an Illustrator file, it's really just a matter of sending them the link to their email address. And keep in mind, they don't need to be a Creative Cloud member. They don't need to have Illustrator, Photoshop. They can actually see that file just like you're seeing it. In fact, they can even comment on it if they want to as well. Myth number four, I lose access to my files in Creative Cloud if I cancel my membership. Well, you don't. I mean, keep in mind how I'd upload files or sync them to Creative Cloud is literally just by dragging them into the browser. But really what's going to happen is my account will default to my free account, which would be a 2 gig limit for your files. Now, even though I have access to my files, I do have to make sure I can open them maybe in previous versions of the software, so hopefully I have downsaved it appropriately, but you can easily see I can also preview it here in a Mac like so. And if you decide to rejoin, you can open up these files just like you always have. Myth number five is I'll be forced to always run the latest version of the desktop app software. Well, that's not true either. Again, I have access to the latest, that's great, but I don't have to come over here and hit the update button. Say, for instance, if there's an update to Photoshop, I don't have to hit that update button and update Photoshop. This is crucial when it comes to maybe IT departments, or if you're working with others that are on older versions, you can choose not to update. It's totally your choice. In terms of IT management, one added benefit for customers using Creative Cloud for Teams is that we have a great tool called Creative Cloud Packager, which enables IT admins to centrally deploy all of the apps or a customized subset across their organization. You can also use Creative Cloud Packager to manage when your users get feature-bearing updates. Another myth is I have to buy 2 separate memberships for both Windows and Mac. Well, that's not true either. I could have a Mac and install Creative Cloud, the various apps on my Mac, and if I have, say, a PC at work, well, then I can go ahead and install these same apps on my PC under the same membership. Another myth is Creative Cloud Individual and Creative Cloud Team memberships are the same. Well, that's not true either. In fact, here I am on the membership plans page. You can see right here, individual, what you get broken down very simply, 20 gigs of storage, sharing, collaboration. As I scroll down, you'll see Creative Cloud for Teams, where you get 100 gigs of cloud storage and the ability to add and reassign seats when needed. So I could have a team and I own all of those seats. So I can hire a contractor and have them work. When their contract is done, I still have that seat and I can basically manage my entire team thanks to Creative Cloud for Teams. Not to mention that I get exclusive access to Adobe's Expert Services support organization as well. The last myth is I can only buy Creative Cloud on Adobe.com. Well, you can, of course, by on Adobe.com, but we also have a vast network of channel partners ready to help you as well. So just search in your area, you'll be able to get Creative Cloud in your area. So hopefully that clears up a lot of the myths. It does really bring together everything you need, your ideas, your settings, syncing my settings across multiple computers, everything you need to really create your greatest work. And we are continuing to innovate, so keep an eye out for more on creativecloud.com.